Over the last couple of days, I've been playing The Last of Us Part 1 on Steam, and it has been a mixed experience to say the least. Obviously, the game is the exact same as the older game, which has had a remaster and an original at this point, and now it's a remake, so this franchise loves its remakes and remasters. It's really weird to me. But yeah, I've been playing it, and the story is phenomenal. I'm so excited to be playing this game I've watched for so long. I've never had a PlayStation, so this is the closest I've ever come to playing it, and I'm actually playing it. Not the one I've grew up watching, but it's still an incredible looking version of a beloved game. But yeah, the story's amazing. The gameplay's alright. I'm not really too used to the shooting yet. Maybe it's just a me issue, or maybe it is the shooting. I don't know what the consensus is. That's just my thoughts. I'm not too big of a fan of the shooting. Of course, there is one glaring issue in the game, which is the performance. It is a big issue. The game has quite a few issues. I have optimized the settings as much as I can. I am using FSR with frame generation, so that is making up for a few of the frames that I would be missing. I'm currently hitting around 70, 80, which isn't too bad. There are a few moments where it does dip, but overall I can't complain. I'm used to playing wireless devices anyway, so I'm used to a slight bit of input latency. The one thing I cannot accept is the crashes. Currently, I seem to be getting a crash every hour, or within every hour. That is on top of all the shaders compiling for half an hour every time I seem to boot up the game. That does seem to be fixed for now, but it was a bit of an issue at the start, and that is never a fun thing because the game always recommends you build the shaders, and I believe that, yeah, I would see why that's important. I don't want to be taking up more processing power than I need to be while playing the game, which is also taking up a lot of processing power. So obviously it is a amazing looking game with really realistic graphics, so of course it's going to be a demanding game. However, the crashes are just such a joke. It is ridiculous. I don't even get an error code. I haven't checked the log yet, so maybe there is an error code there, but most games that when they crash will at least pop up with the error code. And the worst part is, this is crashing more than a game I constantly criticise called Ark Survival Ascended. That game is abysmal in terms of optimization and performance. You need like a NASA supercomputer to record that trailer, and I think that's what they had. That's where all our money has gone. And of course the mapper animations, but we're not going to get into that anymore. So yeah, it is ridiculous how much that game crashes. I'm not too big of a fan of that. I am going to try and push through even though it is crashing every so often, just because I do want to experience this game, and it's been on my wishlist for a long time, and I've finally bought it. I'm also past the refund date, so I can't do that anymore. But I made the conscious decision on like 3.5 hours to keep the game. I will do a final review once I've played through it, see how many crashes I end up accumulating by the end. Currently on 3, and I'm about just over 6 hours into the game. The story is phenomenal. I'm really enjoying it. I think I'm just at the part where they've met up with Bill. So yeah, that's about all I wanted to say. See you around.